Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to learn how to make a French seam, which is one of my favorite way of finishing seams, and it's going to look like this. So it's going to be all your raw edges are going to be encased into a double row of stitching, which makes your stitch and your seam very strong, and it's a very professional finish. I like to do that on most of my garments whenever I can, so it looks really nice on the inside, and I just love how it looks. It's extremely easy to do. In terms of the measurements and the seam allowance used, different places use different ones, so it's about what you are comfortable with or whatever your pattern tells you to do. So let's get going. Alright, so here we have two pieces of fabric. So usually when we sew garments together or things that need to be turned, you're going to sew right sides together. So when you turn it, the seam is on the wrong side. So for a French seam, what you're going to do is sew wrong sides together first. So your seam is going to be on the right side. Usually when you have a 1 centimeter seam allowance, what I do is I cut it in two, so half a centimeter, and I do a first line of stitching with a half a centimeter seam allowance. And now I'm going to sew it with a half a centimeter seam allowance, so I'll be right back. So I have a line of stitching with a half a centimeter seam allowance, so you can see it here. What I'm going to do is trim that seam close to the stitch line. Do not cut through the stitch line. And that's how it's going to look like. So next we are going to iron it, so it will be nice and flat when we turn it. So I'm ironing it flat. Then I'm going to iron it in the other side, so it's going to be nice and flat. So next step is to do another line of stitching just there and another half centimeter seam allowance. So it's going to encase your raw edges here within a double line of stitching. So it's going to make a very strong stitch and a very strong seam. So I'll do that now and I'll show you in a minute. And that's how it looks now. So when we open it up, ta-da! And you have this seam here, so there's no raw edges. It makes it a very nice seam for babies' clothing. It's a very nice professional finish for any garments at all. It's one of my favorite way of finishing my seams, simply because it just looks very professional. So that's how it looks like, and of course you would need a little bit of an iron here to make it nice and flush. We'll do that now. And that's it. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.